Good evening. Look at that. It's an hour and a half before the Ides of May. And something very, very fortuitous happened today. I found Alexei's minerals, at least via derivative. And it all adds up. I had to go to the central market. I just got cold. Engage in some sort of consumer activity. It seemed to be very important. I only had a very modest amount of money to spend. It's the last of what I understand to be past weekend's earnings. And we all know tomorrow's a very important day, right? That joint arrangement, nobody really talked about. You only knew about it if you knew how to find the information. You could spend years trying to speculate. Wow, how's it going to take place? What's it going to entail? Don't you think something this big and bold and important in global history should be the kind of thing your country prepares you for? I guess they did. So, I'm hoping that in time for my birthday, somebody finds some reminder of who Charity Kraus was. Because I have Alexei. And the truth of the matter is, I haven't even opened the bag until right now. I waited for the sun to go down. Just for you. And it's not just the minerals here. There's a whole goodie bag. And I don't know what the rest is. It's paper. And it's just what you need. My understanding is part of what got you in trouble is your relationship with municipal financing. It's very dirty, very, very, very provocative business. That's municipal financing. Different places know it in different ways. Different people have different relationships with it. It's something that I kind of have a problem with myself. I think that's what attracts us to each other. That's why I'm so interested in your welfare. So let me pull out what I have. This is the first time I'm going through it. All of it with you. First, let's start with the paper. Free periodicals available at the Central Market. What all do we have today? My birthday. Hopefully your liberation. Have you met your obligations? Let's see. Here we have Edible Dallas and Fort Worth. I've looked through this magazine before. They have a variety of perspectives on, among other things, the farming community here in Texas. It's a nice picture, look at that. She's got like a little sheep and a golden retriever. Perfect. Then we've got the Senior News, serving seniors and caregivers with information to improve the best time of life. May 2021, just for you. Just for you. I guess you got the seniors and their caregivers taken care of. And not only that, you've got more than that because you also have got the most latest edition, spring 21 to 22, of the Senior Blue Book. Now, I'm not really sure if the Senior Blue Book is some sort of play on Operation Blue Book or the Kelly Blue Book. If I was a senior, I think I'd be insulted. I don't know. They seem to play that way here. So you might be in luck. But then we have, well, we'll get to that one in a second. Because first we should go to the real yellow pages. You've got all of the major business activity that does marketing in the city of Dallas just for you, Alexei. I hope it serves you well. Then we've got another senior magazine, at least pictures of seniors. Celebration. Look at that. They love you. You know that, right? They love you. But we're not anywhere near done because we also have got the FYI 50 plus. Right? Giving it out for free. Right here in Dallas. Then we have the Healthy Living, Healthy Planet, Natural Awakenings. You know, ironically, she looks like someone I used to look like. That was lifetimes ago. Maybe we'll talk about it one day when you get sprung. But then we have the all-important thing which we all seek, especially if you're of the age when you're kind of in the prime of your life and you're at a good point where you should have already stabilized and kind of laid a foundation for yourself, your reputation, your network. Maybe you own a little property or at least have solid credit so that you can have your own abode, right? You might have some professional relationships. You might have some prospects for the future. Somebody might have thought you're a stately person and may even have said, "Have you thought of running for public office? I really think that's a great idea and you'd be good at it." Maybe. Then, of course, you need balance. And what better thing to balance your life than modern luxury weddings? Oh, yeah. We're in Dallas, by the way. All right. And then, after your wedding, making sure the youngins are taken care of. Now, this one I almost didn't get, but if you're going to run for public office, chances are somebody somewhere has got this on your wife. And you're going to have to deal with what that means. Because all of us want to make sure our home front's secure, right? And you wouldn't want anybody to get something like that and try to use it as leverage to get you out of this, right? I mean, that's what we're all going for. And finally, just, the kind of news, one of those like local newspapers. Have you ever done that? You ever had a job or written a letter to the editor and just engaged in interesting stuff about your neighborhood? Maybe looked at the local newspaper. I knew some people that used to work on one of those newspapers with me. Just not in Dallas. Kind of like you, right? But that's not what I went there for. That just is what I happened to pick up when I found the two halves. See, somebody made you the biblical baby. And the question being, well, I could cut the baby in half. Right? And that's what we're dealing with. But rest assured, with the short amount of money I have a receipt and a duplicate. You see that? This is the receipt. And this is the duplicate. But the question is, which half of your minerals as represented in these two derivatives gets the duplicate and which one gets the original? Is it Alessi from Italy? Or is it Foxsalt from Germany via Sweden? Right? Did you ever hear about what Pemex said when it came to the Swedish pension system in 2017? As soon as you get out of jail, I think you need to look that up. I look so forward to seeing what kind of an expose you're going to present on that. In the meantime, I'm just going to let you know I'm middle-aged myself, and I understand you're married, and I'm not, right? But I am going to make sure each of these is put safely away and nobody touches it. Okay?